Hello, can you hear me now? Is everything okay again? I hope the internet is okay here. Hello, hello. Is everything okay now? Okay, good. Are we good to go? I'm sorry. Yeah, the time is ticking. Yeah. Okay, if everything is okay, please text one in the chat box. Hello, Iman. Hello, Xinyan again. I'm sorry about the poor connection. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, okay, Guan Yu is also here. Good. Okay, good to see you again. Okay. Yeah, today we only got a few people here. So Jimson is really happy to see you. Okay, yeah, the third time. I know. Yes, the third time. Perhaps we'll have the fourth time, but please, okay, please wish us good luck. Okay, don't have the fourth time for the class. Yeah, because I don't want to try the third time, the fourth time. Okay, so are we good to go? Okay, so test 6 is if you are ready to go next. Okay, text 6 in the chat box. Okay, good. Okay, good. So let's continue. Just now we have already solved one problem, and then you need to guess Jimson's fruit. Okay, favorite fruit. One of the favorite fruit from Jimson. So it's a very small, tiny one. So any ideas? If no, please choose another tip here, A or C. Very quickly. A or C, give you the second tip. Any ideas? No, I'm going to randomly give you A, maybe. Okay, yeah, Xinyan mentioned A. So I'm going to take a look at A. So A, ta-da! It's good for our eyes. Okay, it's good for us. So what kind of fruit? Any ideas? I think it's a little bit hard. So what about I give you the third tip? So ta-da, it's blue. Any ideas? What fruit do I like? Carrots? Uh-huh. Yeah, but it's blue. I give you the third tip. Yeah, it's blue. I think it's very obvious, right? So, ta-da! Here is the answer. Yes, very good, Xinyan. Finally, someone get the correct answer. So, ta-da! Is the blueberry. Jimson really enjoys a lot of blueberries, and they're very good for my eyes because I am, like short-sighted. So maybe I will try to eat more, and it's really good for our body too. Okay, so let's continue with the next problem. So tada, let's explore more. Okay, so continue before the second problem from Vera. She has a story to tell. Okay, so here we can see a little man in the picture. Actually, his name is Cao Chong. I'm not quite sure whether you know the man. Okay, it's actually one of the character in the history of China. Okay, so Cao Chong, and then he is trying to weigh how heavy. Want to know how heavy the elephant is. He wants to weigh the elephant, but you see, actually, it's quite difficult, right? So he has an idea. So instead of weighing the elephant, instead he tries to weigh different rocks. Okay, once they can get the weight of the rocks, maybe he will know the weight of the elephant. Okay, so now let's think about it. There are three different kinds of rocks here. So here we have rock number 1A, and then rock number B, and rock C here. Okay, so if we want to weigh the elephant faster, so which rock should be picked first? Should be weighed first. Okay, so any ideas? You can think about it and text your answer in the chat box. Okay, but I hope you can observe it very carefully. There is some hint. Okay, so I give you some tip while you're thinking. So actually, from the elephant, we can see there is actually a mark. Can you see the mark? Okay, he actually made a mark on the boat. On the boat. Okay, so now let's compare the mark with the mark here with the rocks. So in rock A, it's here. In rock B, it's here. And what about rock C? Rock C is actually underneath, right? So I see Xinye and Guan Yu would choose C, okay? But think about that. So you can see actually the mark is submerged by the water. It's under the water, right? So if we use C, yeah, it's very close, but think about that. If we use a rock here, which is heavier than the elephant already, so can we really use rock C to know the weight of the elephant? Actually, it's hard, right? If we choose C, that means we need to cut, right? We need to get some of the rocks out and then to make it closer to the weight of the elephant. But is it easy for us to, cut the large rock into pieces? Actually, no, right? So actually, we don't choose C because it's difficult. We cannot break the rock into pieces, right? Okay, so we not choose C. So think about A and B, which one? Yes, very good. I see Xinyan did a very good job. So here, actually, we choose B. Okay. Why? Think about A. A, you can see the rock is a lot lighter than the elephant. So in order to get closer to the weight of the elephant, we need to add a lot of small rocks inside the boat. So it takes time, right? We need to add the rock again and again and again, and then we get the weight of the elephant, closer to the weight of the elephant. So actually we choose B because B is actually closer. Okay, all we need to do is to add a small rock, okay, or maybe some small stones onto the boat, and then we can get a very closer, okay, idea to the elephant weight. Okay, so everyone, here there's one tip. When we try to get the weight of the elephant, try to get the weight closer to it, a little bit like lighter than the elephant, but not heavier. Okay, so with that in mind, let's continue with viewer's problem here. Okay, so now let's continue. So this time, let's take a look here. Please fill in the gap between two neighboring numbers with plus and minus to satisfy the equation. But here we have one more sentence. Take a look. The neighboring numbers can make a number together. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, so I'll write it down very quickly. For example, I give you the first one. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, if I want to make a 15 here, okay, so how can you do that? If we try to add up the three numbers, okay, we only get 7. It's far from the number 15. Okay, so here is the help. Okay, we can make the neighboring numbers into one number. That means here 1 and 2, can we make it a number? Yeah, tell me in no time. Yes, we can see 1 and 2 together into a number of 12. Okay, so similarly, what other possible number can we have here? Can you text the possible numbers in the chat box if we use the neighboring numbers as one bigger number? Yes, any ideas? We can make 2 and 3 together. So this is a 23. Okay, this is a 23. Okay, yeah. Any different answers? Any different possible numbers? What about we make all of the numbers together? Yeah, because only the neighboring numbers can make a bigger number together. So actually 1 and 2, 2 and 3 can be together. So this time, what number do we have? We have 123. Okay, so make sure you understand the sentence now. Please text 1 in the chat box if you fully understand it. Okay, text a 1 in the chat box if you understand that. Okay, so this time it makes a little bit more interesting here. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now let's consider this problem again. Okay, so now let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, and we need to put in some signs, okay, to make a 15. Okay, to make a 15. So here, take a look. How can we do that? Just now we have some possible numbers, which is a 23, okay, and which is a 12, and which is 123. Which one do we need? Which one do we need? Okay, think about the story of weighing the elephant. So I will give you some choices. A, B, C, which one do we need? 23. Okay, perhaps. Any different answers? Okay, really? Okay. Think about that. If we use 23, okay, we need to use minus, right? Because 23 is actually larger than 15. So I think it would make it a little bit harder. Okay. So what Jimson is thinking, we may use 12 to try. Okay. Still remember with the story, we did not use a rock that is heavier than the elephant. Try to use the rock lighter than the elephant, but close to its weight. So I think 12 is a possible one. Okay. So here the tip, make the numbers close to the target number. Okay. This is very important. And also make it smaller than the target number. And after that, what we need to do is to add another number. Okay. So here we can make 1 and 2 together to be a 12. So here we have a 12 and we also have a 3. So it's very easy, right? Okay. Hello, Jiatian. Yes. Okay. So all we need is using a plus. Okay. 12 plus 3, okay, equals 15. Okay. So what about the next one? So into the next one, I'm going to make it a little bit difficult. You can only need to use a plus. You cannot use minus. Okay. So now let's take a look. Here we have 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the target number is 37. The target number is 37. So I'm going to give you like 1 minute. You think about it yourself. Okay. And then I will see whether you can finish it out. Yeah, 1 minute. And also one tip, we cannot change the order of the numbers. Okay. With 1 and 2, we can only make 12. We cannot make 21. Okay, because 1 is on the left and 2 is on the right. So we need to follow the order of the numbers. Okay, 20 seconds. Think about how can we make the number close to the target number. And after that, what can we do with the remaining numbers? Okay, I'm sorry, thumbs up. I can see some of the good numbers in the chat box. Very good. Okay, Xinyan and Jiatian. Yes, and Guan Yu, and also Ayman, Lucas. Very good. Okay, so what number do we need? Yes, of course, a lot of you telling me in the chat box, we need to use a 34, right? Because 34 is closer to 37, right? Okay, and it's smaller than 37. So with a 34, what can we do with the rest of the numbers? Yes, we need to use a plus. And this time, actually, I make it easier because minus is not allowed, right? I change a little bit in the question, okay? So here we have 1 plus 2 plus 34 equals 37, okay? Good job. So finally, we have the next challenge, number 2. Take a look, okay? So this time again, okay, I will make it a little bit easier for you. We can only use plus, okay? Minus is not allowed. And this time, wow, that's really crazy, right? We have 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we need to make the target number is 66. Okay, think about it by yourself, okay? And I will give you some time to think about that. Maybe 1 minute again. Yeah, 1 minute. Take out a piece of paper, do some calculation on the paper. Okay, I'm sorry, thumbs up. Good to see some of you texting the number 56 in the chat box. That's really cool. Okay. So out of the 6 numbers, I think 56 is a very good choice, right? Because it's smaller than 66 and it's very close to 66, right? So with a 56, what can we do with the rest of the numbers? Okay. So still remember here, that means 56 plus a number equals 66. So, but how many is 66 larger than 56? Okay, so we actually need to use a minus. Okay, so it's a 10. So that means we need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 numbers into 10. So actually it's quite easy, right? What we need to do is to add up all of the numbers. Okay, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. And don't forget about the last plus here. I think some of you may make a mistake here. Okay. So don't forget the plus to link the 56 and the remaining numbers. Okay. And finally, you need to double check. Okay. Remember to double check. You can do it again from the left to the right. To do it again, here is something like 3, and then here we have 6, and then we have 10, and altogether we have like 66. Okay. So good. That's really good. Okay. And actually, there is another way to solve the problem. We do not use the number 56. So I'll leave it after the class. Think about it. Maybe we can try another number here, not 56. Okay, so you may think about it. Okay, so I think that's the last challenge here for today. Okay, so to sum up, actually, it's not that difficult. For today, we need to try to choose a number close to the target number, and then we can match the rest of the numbers. Okay, so are we good here? Okay, make numbers close to the target number first. Okay, if everything is good, please test the 6 in the chat box. Okay, and let me know you are good with today's lesson. Okay, test the 6. Okay, good, Xinyan. That's really good. Okay, so here, let's continue with the next part. I'm going to share a little bit about the things with your parents. So would you please, okay, ask your parents to come over, your mother or your father to come over? Yeah. And then after that, we'll have the closing ceremony. So kids, you can rest a little bit here, okay? And after the sharing with your parents, we'll have the closing ceremony. So remember to come back. Yes. So please text 1 if your mother or your dad is next to you. Yeah, please text 1 here in the chat box. Okay, good. Xinyan's mommy, yeah, good evening. Yes. Jatian's mommy, good evening. Yes, good. Uh-huh. Happy to see you. Yeah, even though I think you will have a family dinner, maybe a lot of you, but you still choose to have Jimson's class, my class. That's really good. Okay, it's a privilege to me. Yeah. Okay, great. So now let's continue. So actually what I'm going to share with you today is continuing what can we do if the kids will make some mistakes in calculation. So actually in last week's lesson, we talked about we need to make sure the kids can understand the meaning behind the symbols, behind plus, behind the minus, behind the little bracket here. Okay, and also understand the meaning of the places. Okay, that's really important. And after that, actually, we can do something more. Okay, so make sure the kids can understand the rules about the symbols. Okay, so for example, here, I think most of the kids know the subtraction and addition. So actually, they're the same. So we can actually maybe exchange some of the numbers, but don't forget the signs. Okay, and also pay attention. Also very important, try to form the habit of doing the calculation from left to right. Okay, that's very important too. Okay, and if they want to move the numbers, do not only move the numbers, but together with the symbols, with the signs. Okay, I'll give a very simple idea. So here, for example, when we talk about 3 plus 5 minus 3, okay, so I think a lot of kids will think about, oh, 3 and 3 here, okay, but I know it's quite easy because 3 minus 3 is 0, but don't forget about the sign. Okay, 3 minus 3 and then plus 5. So when you move the numbers, when the kid moves the numbers, don't forget to ask them to move the numbers together with the symbols. Okay, yeah, so that's also very important here. And last but not least, here we have the last one. Okay, so here we need to have the habit of double checking. Okay, so here actually after doing the calculation, ask the kid to check again. And this time, try to use a different method to try again. So another example here, for example, like 3 plus 5 plus 17. Okay, so I think a lot of kids will find out the good friends of the numbers, which is 3 and 17, right? Because we talk about this. Here is a 20, and 20 plus 5 is a 25. It's good, okay? But after that, actually, remember to double check. And to double check, we don't use the same method. Actually, we can ask the kids to do something like from left to right. So here 3 plus 5 is a 8. So 8 plus 17 is a 25. So if they get the correct answer, the same answer, that's no problem. Okay. So I hope everyone can try to have the kids form the habit of double checking. Okay. So this is something all about what we can do to if the kids make some mistake in calculation. So I hope it will help. Okay, so if everything is okay here with the parents, I mean with the fathers and with the mothers here, please text us 6 in the chat box. Okay, yeah, just a very quick sharing. Okay, yes. Okay, I hope everyone, I think everyone is listening to me. Hello, okay, great. Yes, mommy, good. Yes, okay. So now what are we going to do next is actually there is one more exercise for today. So don't forget to remind the kids to do one last exercise for the training camp. Okay. So now please ask the kids to come back. Okay. And actually the award time here, I will choose randomly. Okay. So rest for 30 seconds. So in 30 seconds, please join me here in the closing ceremony. Okay. So 30 seconds. And if the kids are around or back here, please text 1 in the chat box and let me know. Okay. And by the way, the moms and dad, I think you will be here too. Okay, because it's the closing ceremony part. Okay. Great. Okay, great. Jia yes. Okay, great. Guan Yu, yes. Okay, thumbs up. So is everyone back? I mean, together with our parents. So text a 6 and let me know because I'm not seeing much of you here. Text a 6. Now we are going to close. I mean, having the close ceremony. Okay, good. Jia Tian, good. What about the rest of you? What about Iman? Yeah, Guan Yu, good. Okay, Iman, good. And the others? Okay. Okay, great. So now let's have our closing ceremony. Okay. So here, first of all, this is very embarrassing. I think everyone knows me now. Okay. Yeah, just for reminder, I'm Jimson. Yeah, you can call me Jimu 老师. Okay. Yeah. So here, let's take a look. First of all, let's review what we did. Okay, for the past 2 weeks. Okay. So actually, we had a very tight schedule. So from Monday to Saturday, I think we have 3 classes and also we have 3 pieces of exercise. Okay. And it's on work problems. And also we have a little bit of the calculation. Okay. And then here, I hope the students, the kids can learn a lot from Jimson's class. Okay. Knowing how to solve the work problems on addition and subtraction. Still remember, this is the first lesson, first class. Okay. And also, we talk a little bit about the queuing problem. Still remember, between Jimson and Xinyan, there are 3 people. Okay, so think about the difference between and And from Xinyan to Jimson, there are 3 people. Actually, that's the 2 different cases, right? Okay. So we solve the problem of queuing, okay? And of course, we try to draw the pictures out, right? Still remember the front, the back, and we have 2 characters, right? Okay, we draw pictures like this. Okay, we draw pictures like this. Okay, in solving the problems. That's really good. Okay, so that's what we talk about. And also we talk about filling in the numbers and signs. Okay, and after the classes and lessons, the exercise, and I hope the kids, okay, the parents here, notice here. So I really hope the kids can have a really solid foundation in calculation. Okay, because every math problem, when we break it down, the basis is all about calculation, right? Like the word problem, even though the kids will know how to solve the problem, but in the end, they need to give the correct answer by doing the calculation. So a good foundation of calculation is really important. Okay. And second of all, I really hope the kids can improve their ability in thinking. Yeah. And just one tip here, we have to do some changes, make some changes according to different kids. Okay. So based on the kids' situation, we can try to improve their thinking ability. Okay. And last but not least, about word problems. Okay. Actually, it's really challenging. So I hope every parent can be patient. Okay. Give more time to the kids. Okay. And in order to improve in word problems, so some tip. Actually, we talk about this in the sharing part. So remember to improve their reading comprehension ability in math. Okay. So here we have the basic ability in reading and also their sensibility in numbers. Okay, in numbers. And second, always master a good method. Okay, think about the logic, especially in the queuing problem. We use the drawing method. So I hope every kids attention here. Can you follow Jimson's step in drawing out the pictures? Right? Don't forget some details like the direction, right? We draw the main characters and we need to mark the numbers there and we need to list the equation out and don't forget about the answer in one sentence, right? Okay, so this is very important. And last but not least, good habits are always very important. Okay, so this is something I want every parent and every kid can do. Okay, and after that, let's take a look. Here is something Jimson did for you. Okay, still remember, actually this is all of the records on Jimson's correction on the kids exercise. So I show you 5 pictures. Okay, so actually we have finished 5 exercises. So job well done. Okay. And also, besides, I also have the very beautiful report with the kids exercise and with some of my comment there, and also with the points there. Okay. So we have the very beautiful report on the kids exercise, and I really hope kids can like it. Okay, because it's really time consuming. You know, like Jimson spent a lot of time, doing this kind of report. So if you like my report, like my correction, please text a 6 in the chat box. Okay. Yeah. I need to have some feedback from you. Okay. Yes. Any ideas? No. I can see no one texting a 6 in the chat box. Okay. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, Xinyan. Thank you. Thank you for the support. I really do hope you like it. Yeah. Otherwise, Jimson will be very sad. Okay. Yes, very good. Okay. No ideas, but 6. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. And also, I have some of the ideas from you. That's really good. So I am really happy to see many of you make a great progress during the camp. Okay. So here, let's see. This is Iman's work with very good, marks there and the correct answers there. That's really good. Okay. And also we have like Chen Xun. Yes. And also we have Zheng Jie. Yes. Okay. And we have Yu Qing. I just randomly picked some of them. Okay. So no worries. Actually, all of you are doing really good. Okay, especially for exercise number 5, because I can see your efforts in drawing the picture out. Use the picture, use the drawing to help when you solve the problem. That's really good. This is something I want to see from you. Okay, so you are actually making great progress ahead. Okay, and of course, I can also see some of your comments here. Okay, so still remember, I see the comment every day. Okay, I'm very happy to see. Even though some kids will mention I'm very nervous when I'm doing the exercise. It's very difficult, like this. Okay, I still find it difficult to do. But you are actually doing the exercise every time, even though it's hard, even though you feel nervous, right? Okay, but at the same time, I can see some of the kids saying something like happy, okay, good, okay, and also here, let's see, I think it will. It's good to see Jimson turn into a goat. Okay, something like that. So I can see some of the good comments from you, and also here, it's good to have Jimson's class, but it's difficult when doing the exercise, right? Okay, and also we have happy, happy. Okay, yeah. So whether it's easy or difficult, I really appreciate your effort in trying, in keeping good work in trying. That's really cool. Okay. So this is something what we did for the last 2 weeks. Okay. So here comes the awarding time. I'm going to award those who really do their best in our training camp. So first of all, we have the start of exercise. And here, actually, I will give the applause to everyone here. Okay. Yeah, I do not prepare you the background music. Yeah, so I will use the applause. So congratulations. A lot of you are keeping the pace, keeping the good work, doing the exercise every day. Okay, that's really good. And also here we have the start of logic. And here I add up all of the numbers. I mean the points you get. So I will praise the top, okay, in the start of logic. So congratulations, we have Iman, Jasper, 东航、雨亮、雨晴、诗妍、明轩 and 怀祥. Congratulations. Okay. Yes. Good job. And also here we have the style of habit. And also I calculated based on the total points you get in the style of habit. So here we have 佳明、诗豪、凯红、心怡、严瑞、静恩、雨晴、欢佳、新燕、诗妍 and 妍欣. Congratulations here. Okay. Good job. And last but not least, here we have the style of progress. So here I compare it actually. For the first and second exercise, maybe not all correct answers, but starting from the third exercise, these kids have all correct answers. So now let's take a look. Here we have 佳明、凯晨、Sean, Matthias, 楚明、郑凯、易月、新燕、瑞泽、丽涵 and 志祥. Congratulations here. Okay. And finally, we have the star of points, or the king of the points. So here I add up all of the points, and the kids below are the top students who get the most points. Okay. So congratulations. Here we have 雨晴、诗妍、Iman, Jasper, 东航、凯红、雨亮、心怡、严瑞、欢佳、妍欣、佳明、婉晴、世豪、静恩、陈迅、郑杰、耀乐、明轩、怀祥 and 佳琪. Okay, congratulations here. Okay, good job. So your hard work really paid off here. Okay, so this is the award time. And last but not least, I have some information for the upcoming events. Okay, so kids and parents, please, okay, pay attention here. So of course, we have 3 things, okay, coming ahead. The first, we have some lectures on the short-term classes. Okay, that's actually starting from next week. Okay, and also we have the entrance exam. Okay, and also we have math short-term classes. And here is the schedule. So I hope you can make the time, okay, well, and arrange it properly for the event. So here, starting from next week, we will have the lectures, and the time will be on the evenings. Okay, And then on Saturday here, that's September the 17th, we will have the entrance examination for the short-term classes. And the next week after, we will have the short-term classes. Okay, so here we plan to make it on Saturday or Sunday, but the time and date is not fixed yet. So if you have any ideas and suggestions here, please tell me, okay, on WhatsApp. Okay, and then let's continue about the short-term classes here. Just now I mentioned here we'll start from September the 24th. Okay, and it's happening on the Think Academy classroom. I think some of you are very familiar with that. It's fun, and I can have a lot of interactions with the kids face to face. So it's really good. And also we have one class per week. Okay, and of course it's for free. And also here, let's take a look at the contents in the short-term classes. I think they are all very important. Okay, I prepare them very in detail, very carefully. So we have session 1, which will have 3 lessons. It's all about knowing the patterns. Okay, knowing the 3D figures, knowing something about symmetry, and knowing something about rotation. And session number 2 is about word problems, which makes it even more important because it's very challenging. We'll have word problems on comparing, the problems on giving and taking, and also inverse problems. Inverse problem is really a very good problem, good thing to help improve the children's thinking ability. Okay, and last but not least, we have like data analysis. Here we have enumeration in the array and also enumeration in splitting the numbers. Okay, so it's full of knowledge here. And again, I hope everyone can join me here. And of course, if you have some friends, remember to ask them to join. Okay, so last but not least, don't forget about to enroll in our entrance exam. Okay, I have talked about it here previously. And also, just to remind you, we have 2 ways of enrollment. The first, you can use the phone. Okay, it's in the mall. Okay, and then you can find the entrance exam, and then you can enroll it. And also, you can use the laptop. Okay, so here, this is the website. I have the information on the WhatsApp, so you can actually have a look. Make sure you enroll for the kids. Okay. So last but not least, yeah, remember to invite your friends to join us. I really hope a lot more kids can study together with us. Okay, so I'm really sorry. Yeah, this is the end here for the training camp. And the kids, please don't forget to finish the exercise. Yeah, here is the one more requirement here from Jimson. Okay, so I hope continuing. Final words from Jimson: always believe in yourself and be brave to take challenges. And keep focused and learn from mistakes. And last but not least, as I always tell you, enjoy learning and keep making progress. Okay, so that's the end here for the training camp session 4. And we see you next week on the entrance examination. Okay, so say goodbye to me and we'll see you next week. Okay, hopefully you can enjoy the time with Jimson here. I'm sorry Jimson cannot sing a song for you. It's already late for my next lesson. So we'll see you. Okay, bye-bye, bye-bye, okay. Bye-bye, see you then. Okay, see you, see you. Okay, we see you then. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Enjoy the Mid-Autumn Festival, the Lantern Festival. Okay, bye-bye.